Hello and welcome to a yoga flow class. My name is Renee and today we'll begin Utkatasana at the top of your mat with your shoulders down, feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, reach your arms up where your palms touch over your head, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take a nice breath in through the chest and exhale, ground down. Inhale, reach up. Palms touch. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Measure your hip width distance with your fists in between your big toes. Let your head hang heavy. Grab opposite elbows. Knees are bent. Sway it out side to side. You can shake your head out yes and no. No tension in the lower back. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your shins back. Flat back, navel in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Soften in your knees, roll up one vertebra at a time, shoulders pull back at the top. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, flat back, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your shins back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. All the way up. Palms touch over your head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Gaze up. Interlock your thumbs and exhale over to the right side. Find length in those elbows. Scoop the right shoulder forward. Inhale, both arms high. And exhale, take it over to the left side. Scoop the left shoulder forward. Inhale, both arms reach up. And exhale, swan dive to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your shins back. Exhale, plant your hands. And step your left leg back. Draw your left knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Draw your outer armpits forward as you extend through the elbows. Lift your chin off your chest. Breath in, maybe gaze up. And exhale. Plant your hands down. Tuck your back toe under. Shift back to half split. You can glide that right heel forward. You can relax the back toe once you get there. Take a breath to lift in your heart and fold on your exhale. Square your hips, so draw your right hip back slightly and frame your chest along your thigh. Plant the sole of your right foot down, tuck your back toe under, lift off the back leg, forward fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your weight into your heels. Draw your tailbone back towards the back edge of your mat. Draw your outer shoulders forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right leg back, draw your right knee down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana as your arms reach high. Slightly squeeze your inner thighs, elongate through the elbows. Breath in as your chin lifts off your chest. Then plant your hands down and shift back to half split. Glide your left heel forward. Draw the left hip crease up and back. Square your hips as you breath in. Lengthen in your chest and fold on your exhale. Find a stretch in the back knee. Then plant the sole of your left foot down. Tuck your back toe under. Forward fold, chair pose. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Sink back into your heels. Hug your outer hips in. Breathe into that chest. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to a high plank. Shoulders in line with your wrists. Navel in. Crown of your head points forward as an extension of your spine. Lower your knees, your chest, chin. Take a breath in for cobra pose. Shoulders relax away from your ears. Release, exhale. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes and press up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Spread your fingers out wide, lengthen in your elbows, draw your outer shoulders down as you press your left heel down and bend your right knee. And shift. Your left knee bends, right heel presses down. And start to pedal out your feet. Continue to press your chest towards your thighs and your tailbone and sit bone up towards the sky. Roll like a wave, nice breath in, and exhale, lower all the way to your mat. Inhale, cobra, press the tops of your toes down. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, roll through the back of your neck, head lifts last. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes and press up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet, gaze forward, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Interlock your thumbs, exhale over to the right side. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, over to the left side. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, swan dive to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left leg back, draw your left knee down. Reach high, low lunge. Tuck your back toe under, hands to your hips. Lift off your back knee. Draw your tailbone down. So we're in Crescent Lunge here. Dig into your right heel and expand your arms up towards the sky. Lift in your heart. If you feel a pinch in that lower back, just dip that tailbone down a little more. You can have a bend in your back knee. And take a breath in. And breath out as you release your hands to your mat and step back through Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, maybe upward facing dog, heart forward. Keep those knees and thighs lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Open out your hip, bend your knees, circle your ankle. Straighten your right leg, square your hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to your nose, gaze forward, warrior two. Step it through, spin your back heel down and open all the way out. Use that left hand to circle you around. Heel toe the back foot back. Find a nice step with your shoulders in line with your hips. Broaden in your collarbone. Feel your shoulder blades start to squeeze down your back as your right knee externally rotates out to the right side. Nice and low as you can go. And inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm down, right arm up and back. Gaze underneath the arm. Take another breath. And float your hands down. Spin to the ball of your back foot and flow through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Start to step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach high as you bend deep into those heels. Hug your outer hips in and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right leg back. Draw your right knee down. Low lunge, arms reach high. Press your hips forward. Draw your hands to your hips. Tuck your back toe under. Crescent lunge. Draw your tailbone down. Find your placement and then start to reach your arms up. Dig your weight into your front heel, knee in line with the ankle. Lift your chest, chin off your chest, and breathe. Gaze up as you take your breath and plant your hands down. Flow through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up and back. Open out your hip, bend your knees, circle your ankle. Straighten your legs, square your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your nose, lift it high. Warrior 2, step it through, spin your back heel down. Open all the way out. Use your right arm to pinwheel you around. Shoulders stack in line with your hips. Slightly bump that right hip down. Then squeeze your shoulder blades down your back. Imagine you have those weights sitting on top of your arms. And breathe, the thigh almost parallel to the mat. Find your depth today. Sink it low on the exhale. Create some heat and reverse your warrior. Right arm down, left arm up and back. Take another breath as you continue to reach over and back. Peaceful warrior. Then float your hands down, spin to the ball of your back foot, and flow through Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, gaze forward, step or float, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Make sure your knees and feet are together. And draw your hands to your heart center and let's twist. Left elbow, right knee. Squeeze those shoulder blades open through your collarbone. Draw your navel over to the left as your chest expands to the right. And breathe. Sink the hips lower than your heart. And sweep your arms all the way up. Let's stay in chair pose for the other side. Right elbow, left knee. Create that heat, that fire from within. Sink your tailbone nice and low. Weight into your heels. Press the top palm, that left palm, into your right. And swivel the navel to your right as your chest expands to the left. And forward fold. Heel toe your feet to hip width distance. Peace fingers wrap around your big toes. Let your elbows splay out to the sides. Those knees can be bent as much as you need to. Just draw your shoulders away from your ears and let your elbows splay out even more as your chest comes down, the head hangs deep. And release the toe grip. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Tree pose, right side, right foot either above or below your knee. And you can face the front of your mat. I just turned at an angle so you could see me. But press the foot into your inner thigh. If you have it up high, it should feel like a little massage here. Find your dristi for that balance. And your fullest expression. If you'd like to shift your arms up and out, maybe you play with even closing your eyes today. And draw your hands back to your heart center. Shift your right knee in and place it down. Left side, left foot either above or below your knee. Hands to your heart center. Root down through that grounded leg. Press your shoulders down as you grow tall through the crown of your head. Neck is nice and long. Stand proud. And maybe those arms reach up and out. And find your fullest expression. Breathe into the ease of the pose. And draw your hands back to your heart center. And shift your left knee in and down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back through Chaturanga. You could float it back. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Spread your fingers out wide, chest towards your thighs. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose, step it forward. Crescent lunge, squeeze your inner thighs, arms expand tall. Open out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, float your hands down, spin to the ball of your back foot, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Crescent lunge, step it forward, squeeze your inner thighs. Arms high, breath in. Open out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, flow, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, step or float top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Step your left leg back, open out to a wide-legged forward fold. Breath in as your arms reach long. Exhale, fold. Toes in, heels out. Aim your forehead to your mat to elongate your spine. Then open out through your hamstrings. Start to shift your weight forward. And take another breath. Draw your hands to your hips. Take it all the way up. And open out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, float your hands down, spin to the ball of your back foot. Drop your back knee down and heel toe your right foot slightly over to the right so that you're more on railroad tracks. Left hand down, right arm up. And start to lift your left knee off your mat. You can lift the left hip as well. Maybe you come higher up onto the left fingertips as you open out through the chest. Feel the twist happen from the upper body. And sweep the right hand down. Shift off your back leg, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, flat back up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step your right leg back, open out to a wide-legged forward fold. Take a bind, interlace your hands, breath in, and exhale, fold. Let your head dangle. And shift your weight slightly forward. Allow your tailbone to press up towards the sky. Your sit bones spread open. And find that flat back. Hands to your hips. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, float your hands down. Spin to the ball of your back foot. Drop your back knee down. Heel toe your left foot slightly over to the left. Tuck your back toe under as your left arm reaches up. Wrap open from the chest. Lift your right hip up. And twist. Plant your left hand down. Tuck your back toe under. And shift to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Shake out your head. Step back to high plank. Shoulders in line with your wrists. And Dandasana, side plank. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Stack your right foot on top of your left. You have an option. You can drop your left knee down. You can drop your elbows down if your wrist is bugging you. So find what works for you in this side plank. But you'll press away from your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Bump the left hip up. And breathe. Maybe that right leg lifts high. Maybe right arm over your head, bicep towards your ear. And come to high plank. And other side, roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top of your right. Reach high with the left fingertips. Option to gaze up towards the hand. Bump your right hip off your mat. So if you're sinking in the hips, notice where you can squeeze and lift a little more. Option to lift your left leg up. Rotate the left arm forward, palm faces down. Come to high plank and move through a vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog, yogi's choice. Breath in, breath out. Draw your knees to your mat and widen your knees. Bring your big toes to touch. Come to child's pose. And take a breath in the back side of your body and melt deeper into your pose. Find length in those elbows as you crawl your fingertips forward. Start to lift in your chest and scoop your legs around forward. Lengthen your legs long, flex your feet. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Peace fingers around your big toes, or you can just grab your feet, your ankles. Maybe you have a strap. Find a flat back, and then point the crown of your head forward. So if you notice if you're crunching in your neck, just make sure you are gazing more towards beyond your toes. And wiggle out your feet, rotate your ankles. And place the soles of your feet together, your knees wide. And fold with a flat back once again. Use your elbows on your inner thighs to widen out and feel the stretch. Lift your chest up. Draw your knees back in, scoot your hips forward so you have some space behind you, and slowly roll down. One vertebra at a time. Take your time getting down. Expand your arms over your head, reach your legs long, and draw your knees back in, forehead to your knees. Expand your legs and your arms up. Take the left arm and left leg down and then switch. So you're walking on the ceiling, engaging your lower abdominals. Press them down towards your mat as you walk on the ceiling. Allow your heels to hover. One more. And draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Curl up in a little ball. And some sit-ups. Place the soles of your feet down and start to lift your chest. Interlace your hands behind your head, elbows wide, and continue to pulse. Just a few more. Continue and reach your arms along and by your side. For bridge pose, heel toe your heels towards your fingertips, then lift your hips up. Imagine you have a block in between your inner thighs. You can flip your palms up or interlace them underneath you. Rotate your shoulders under to get a little more height. Press down in your heels. Squeeze your glutes and breathe. Option to lower your hips and wiggle your knees side to side. You can stay in bridge pose or come into full wheel. Place your hands back behind you. Stamp the soles of your feet down as you press your chest up. Come to the crown of your head first. Walk your hands in and then shift high. And breathe wherever you are, whether you're in bridge or wheel. Take a couple of deep breaths. And wheel, tuck your chin in, lower down. Windshield wiper your knees. Bridge, come on down. And cross your right ankle over your left knee. Figure 4. For a deeper stretch, thread your arms around your left thigh or around your shin. Draw your tailbone down as you pull your legs in closer. And full breath in, breath out. And other side. The left ankle crosses over your right knee. You can stay here or thread your arms under your right thigh or around your right shin. Draw your tailbone down. Slightly dip your chin towards your chest to elongate your neck and feel your spine run down all the way into your mat. And take a breath in and breath out. Release both feet down, squeeze your knees into your chest. Happy baby, grab the outer edges of your feet, knees wide, rock it out side to side. Press your feet into your hands into your feet. Knees into your chest. Lift your hips and place them over to the right side to where your knees come in, and let your knees fall to the left as you gaze to the right for a twist. Stretch in your chest, arms in a T. And draw your knees back in. Place the soles of your feet down. Just lift your hips and slide them over to the left side. Knees come in. Drop your knees to the right as you gaze to the left. Palms face up. Take a breath into your ribs and into the twist. And draw your knees back in. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give it a nice deep squeeze. A hug of self-love and gratitude for making it to your mat. When you're ready, release out into a final resting pose for Shavasana. Roll your shoulders under, place your palms up, and relax into the pose. Let your breath go. Soften in your eyebrows. Just feel the weight of your body rest on your mat. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rock your neck side to side. Expand your arms over your head. Bend your knees and roll to your favorite side. Gently press yourself up to a seated position. Cross at your ankles. Hands to your heart center. And namaste. Thank you, Yogi, for joining me. Have the best day.